Peggy 18.
Hey guys, welcome to my Nintendo Switch 2 Direct Speedrun. I'm going to give you all the tips to get through this Direct as quickly as possible. For the opening, you're going to want to watch the whole thing because the music absolutely slaps. I'm going to skip it this time, however, you can hear in the background, it's a bop. The first announcement was Mario Kart World. This one is actually pretty cool, so I recommend watching the full trailer because the music also goes absolutely hard. Yeah, you're going to want to pay attention to all of the really cool tracks that they're announcing. We had a photographic one, we have this cool wall riding stuff as well. Definitely pay attention, new power-ups, and new track mechanics. Okay, we're going to skip this because this is just them talking. We don't need to hear what they're saying. All we need to do is see the maximum amount of gameplay in the least amount of time. So jumping forward again, we get this full view of the world map. You're going to want to tap forward a few more times because they're just talking about the tracks. Now, pay attention to this part here because the tracks are actually interconnected, meaning you drive between Grand Prix racetracks.
Everywhere in this world.
Drive virtually anywhere, come back later because you can drive around literally anywhere on the map in a free roam mode, Forza Horizon style. Okay, I think that's all the important stuff for Mario Kart World. Let's move on to the next part of the Direct. Next, they start talking about the console. This part is all about game chat, and game chat is actually very cool. Welcome Nintendo to 2015, but it's old news. They've chosen to go with this Discord style UI where they have the gameplay on the top and then the chat below. Normally this is bigger, like such. Actually, let's go back just for 1 second. This one. I'm sorry, I can't keep a straight face because these 5 FPS streams down the bottom are a joke in 2025, and it gets even better because you can pair the Nintendo camera, which we'll skip forward to right here. Yep, once you have the Nintendo camera connected, you can have a 30 FPS stream of yourself on a GIF frame rate background.
How's everyone doing?
I can see the pixels, but that's not important because we're going to move on to the next part of the announcement. Now, here's where they talk about game share. This is kind of like game sharing a la the DS, where only one person has to have the cartridge. Very cool stuff. When you are sharing it with other people, the UI will look like this. Very cramped, but I guess the screen's bigger and you'll be playing on a TV, so it's fine. Up next was the hardware specifications. Now, the most important stuff is the screen is bigger. It is 120 FPS at 1080p resolution. You can use the controller as a mouse. In fact, both Joy-Cons support mouse control. The kickstand has been redesigned. It is like the Switch OLED one, except a little more slim. The new dock supports 4K output at 60 FPS or 1080p at 120 FPS. You can't do 4K at 120 FPS because it uses HDMI 2.0 and not HDMI 2.1. Moving on. Next up was this really cool tutorial on how to use the Switch 2. It's kind of a big tech demo game called Welcome Tour, except it is not a pack-in game, it costs money, so we're going to skip it completely. Now in the next part of the Direct, they tell us that the Switch 2 cartridges are going to be faster, but more importantly that they're red. Also, the microSD cards will not be backward compatible. You're going to need to use a microSD card with express certification. Oh, I also forgot to mention earlier that the Switch comes with 256 gigabytes of storage as base compared to 32 on the OG Switch and 64 gigabytes on the Switch OLED. Now, moving on to the next part of the Direct, they talk about the Switch 2 editions of games, which is basically a version of the game for the Switch 2 from the Switch 1 that comes with additional content, not just upgraded frame rates and resolutions. These are called upgrade packs if you already have the game, so you don't have to rebuy the whole game, you just buy the upgrade pack. Some of them are cool, like Mario Party Jamboree, where you get extra content. Some of them are lame, like the Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom upgrade packs, which come with upgraded performance and some extras in the Nintendo mobile app. Next up, we had Disability of the Game. Basically, you move the Joy-Cons on your table in front of you as if you're in a wheelchair to control the game. Interesting concept. Summer 2025 is the release if you're interested in role-playing as a disabled person. Next up, we had all of the third-party stuff. This took up the last about 20 minutes of the Nintendo Direct, so a good chunk of it, but we got announcements for Elden Ring, Hades, as well as a whole bunch of other third-party games from Capcom like Street Fighter 6. We also had the announcement of a new Daemon X Machina game. The first one flopped, hopefully this one will be better and do better. We also had Split Fiction coming to the Switch 2, which is very cool. We got the EA slot coming to Switch, so EA Sports. We also got announcements for WWE and NBA coming to Switch, if you're into that shit. We also got an announcement that Hogwarts is getting an update for Switch. Now this one was actually noteworthy because it is going to have mouse control options for the Nintendo Switch 2, which will be interesting to see how that's implemented. Tony Skate. Hitman is coming to Switch. There's a new 007 project in the works. We got Bravely Default remakes for people who were looking forward to that. Actually, I don't think anyone was looking forward to that because it got announced today. Yakuza is coming to Switch. Neat. In the middle of this, they casually dropped Horror Warriors 2. Very cool. We're going to be able to play back in time. Anyone who liked the first Age of Calamity is going to absolutely be ecstatic for this. They also reminded us that Nintendo Switch Online exists and it's coming for you in the next generation, so look forward to that. But maybe you will be looking forward to that because now you can get GameCube games. This is really cool because this means that the Switch 3 will have Wii in its retro catalog, which I'm very excited for. There is a GameCube controller on the way. ZL button is also present, so you're going to have full button parity with the regular Joy-Cons. Enter the Gungeon 2 is happening. If you're watching the live stream, you didn't see this because it froze at this point. New astronaut game as well that most people didn't see because of the stream freeze. Cyberpunk. Say hi to Keanu Reeves. Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming. Civ 6 is coming. This is very cool because they're going to be using the mouse control of the Switch for it. Fast Fusion looks like Fast RMX 2, which I am very excited for. Duskbloods is Bloodborne 2, except they can't call it that. Then we got a fully CGI trailer for Kirby Air Riders. This looks absolutely amazing. Hype, no actual gameplay though, but Masahiro Sakurai is going to be directing it, so it should be good. Finally, they ended the Direct with Donkey Kong Bonanza, which looks absolutely mental. You can destroy pretty much every aspect of the environment, it looks like. And then that is everything. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this speedrun. I will see you for the next Nintendo Direct speedrun, which will be 5 hours after that Direct happens. Probably the Mario Kart Tour 1. Okay, bye. Oh, that's a new record. I can feel it.